Welcome to South Dakota is what the sign says as we drive past the Black Hills and into South Dakota. We are taking a trip to South Dakota to visit some of the world's most famous monuments and beautiful national parks. South Dakota is home to the Black Hills National Forest, which are covered with pine trees that look black from a distance. The name Black Hills comes from the Lakota words Paha Sapa, which means hills that are black. The Black Hills provide hiking trails and campgrounds. Ellsworth Air Force Base, which is home to the 28th Bomb Wing, is one of only 2 B-1B bases in the world. The base was built in 1942 and is located right next door to the Air and Space Museum. The Air and Space Museum carries over 30 vintage aircraft and the modern-day B-1 bomber. In 1939, Sioux Chief Henry Standing Bear wrote to one of Mount Rushmore's sculptures, "My fellow chiefs and I would like the white man to know the red man has great heroes too." 7 years later, work began on another South Dakota mountain carving, the Chief Crazy Horse Memorial. And of course, there's Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore, located just north of Custer State Park, was named for the New York lawyer Charles E. Rushmore. He traveled to the Black Hills in 1884 to inspect mining claims in the region. The southeastern face of Mount Rushmore in South Dakota's Black Hills National Forest is the site of 4 gigantic carved sculptures depicting the faces of U.S. Presidents George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt. Led by the sculptor Gutson Borgelum, work on the project began in 1927 and was finally completed in 1941. Workmen drilled holes in the rock to plant dynamite, and when the job was completed, 450,000 tons of Mount Rushmore had been blasted away. The men carved the faces with hammers and chisels. George Washington was to be carved first. He was known for his courage and battlefield skill, and was also the first president. Abraham Lincoln was second, and was remembered for his belief in a united nation and freedom for everyone. He was the 16th president. Thomas Jefferson was third to be carved and wrote much of America's Declaration of Independence. He became the 3rd president. Theodore Roosevelt was the last one to be carved and was remembered for being a champion of natural resources. He was the 26th president. Each sculpture's face is 60 feet high and their nose is 20 feet long. Each eye is 11 feet wide and each mouth is 18 feet wide. Millions of people visit Mount Rushmore each year. The Avenue of Flags was established during the bicentennial. There are 56 flags that represent the 50 states, plus Washington, D.C. District, 3 U.S. territories, and 2 commonwealths. Mount Rushmore has been used as a location for several movies such as Alfred Hitchcock's movie North by Northwest and National Treasure Book of Secrets. I hope someday you will be able to visit South Dakota and see Mount Rushmore.